Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at all the Warhammer products available to pre-order this coming Saturday. It's a fantastic week for Warhammer 40,000, and we're going to be kicking things off with the Lion himself, Lion L. Johnson. The new model is now going to be available to pre-order this coming Saturday. But he doesn't come on his own. If you want to get this model, you're going to have to pick him up alongside his retinue. So altogether, you'll get the Lion L. Johnson model and then 3 Elite Blade Guard veterans to accompany him. It does say this is the first chance to get hold of this model, so expect him to come out on his own probably later on, good few months yet. But you're going to be able to get this celebratory launch set that's not just going to have the models. You're also going to get 2 prints that are going to be depicting key art from Arks of Omen, the Lion, which we'll come to in a little while. If you're in Australia and New Zealand, expect delays on this. It doesn't say what those delays are, how long you'll have to wait, but there are delays, so you're not going to be able to get it right away. We'll also have to wait until tomorrow when the prices are confirmed for the retailers in the UK and the EU to see if this will be a Games Workshop web store only order. So look out for that video that I'll be doing tomorrow. I expect this is going to be pretty pricey with the prints, the extra models, so if you want to get hold of it and you can't wait until he is released on his own, then you're going to get all that as a nice bundle, which could be quite fun. If you haven't got the Blade Guard veterans already and you like the idea of the artwork, it could be a fun bundle to celebrate the release of this new model. And I think if you're a fan of the Dark Angels, you've probably been waiting quite a while for this. Oh, and you're also going to get a Dark Angels transfer sheet in there as well. You can't see it in the picture we looked at, but it is going to be included. Next up, we've got the final book in the Arks of Omen saga, Arks of Omen, the Lion. This is going to be available in 2 different types. You're going to be able to get the standard book and, of course, the limited edition book. As well as the latest narrative for Warhammer 40,000, the book is also going to give you some expanded rules for playing boarding actions, and you're going to get extra faction rules for Leagues of Votann, Thousand Sons, Imperial Agents, and Adeptus Custodes. You'll also get more missions with different scenarios that you can add to the battlefield now, and 12 breaching operation missions as well. So quite a bit in there if you're into playing through that narrative arc and you want some more missions to embark on. This sounds like it's going to be packed with them. Now you're also going to be able to get hold of the Supreme Grandmaster Azrael as a standalone model. Really cool to get this model on its own now, and it's been updated in the new Primaris style. Remember this model that was accidentally sent out by Games Workshop too. Luckily, a pro painter that also streamed painting models, so that's really handy. What a coincidence. But you can get hold of now Commander Dante on his own, and a nice update to that model as well. So we're seeing some nice updates to some classic models here. And here's another great model that now you can buy on its own. This was available in a set previously, but now you can get it as a single model for the first time too. That's some solid character models that we're seeing this week available to purchase on their own, apart from the first one, Lion L. Johnson, of course, who comes with the retinue. But now if you've been holding out, waiting to get these models separately, it's going to be a good time to pick them up. Next up are the Arks of Omen Sanguinary Guard dice, 15 metallic gold dice, and they've got the chapter icon on the 6th face, which of course that's where you want it if you're going to have it anywhere. These aren't bad, are they? Shiny, gold, a little bit of marbling in there. At least they've made a bit of an effort, and again we'll confirm the prices tomorrow, but we know how much these are by now. 15 dice, what, £22? It's quite a lot, isn't it? But, at least they look quite shiny. I suppose that's what they've got going for them this week, and an improvement on some that we've seen before. I must say I let my guard down last week as I said the dice were alright, not knowing they were a rebrand or a repackaging of existing dice. I don't think they've done that here though, so at least you're going to get some new dice and they're shiny. Next up, we've got 2 boarding patrols that are going to be available to pre-order. These are the final boarding patrols. One's for League of Votann, one's for Agents of the Imperium, and I've done a video where I break down the points and cost value of all the units included in these if you'd like to check them out. But here we go. You've got the Leagues of Votann first. A nice, pretty rounded box set. I think this will work quite well in the boarding actions with the models that they've put in there. Of course, that said though, there's not that many to choose from, but you are going to get an Einherjar Champion, 5 Einherjar Hearthguard, 5 Chthonian Berserks, and 10 Hearthkin Warriors. I don't know about you, but I can't get on with that word, Chthonian Berserks. Berserks just sounds weird. Should be Berserkers, surely. But anyway, that's what you're going to get in the box. Looks pretty good. Then there's the boarding patrol for the Agents of the Imperium. Now, I think if you're a Kill Team fan, This could be very appealing. The Assassin is in there. That's a strange addition, but I think really welcome if you're playing Warhammer 40,000. It's the Eversaw Assassin. You're going to get 10 Elucidian Star Striders, and that's going to be your like HQ models in there as well. Then you're going to get 20 Imperial Navy Breachers. Really good for balling actions. And I think if you wanted to play Kill Team and really focus on those Navy breaches and have a load of operatives to take into a campaign, this could be a really nice way to go. And then you've got the Elucidian Star Striders as a separate Kill Team as well. So if you play both games, 40k and Kill Team, you're going to get lots of value from this box set. And Elucidian Star Striders are hard to get hold of at the moment now, so this could be a really good time to do it. And you're going to get a bit of a saving on that too. Right, now we're on to a totally different section, the Made to Order section, and they're going to be focusing on Drukhari this week, with some real cool models actually. Some of these I don't even recognise, some I remember seeing before when they were taken off the website and not made available, and this seems to be the pattern now. They take away the models that probably weren't selling that well and then bring them back with the kind of nostalgic vibe that you want to be picking them up and kind of playing on that. So that's interesting. But if you haven't got the models, you like the look of them and would want to get hold of them, then these are going to all be resin kits, and they'll be available for 9 days between the 15th of April to the 24th of April. And then once you've ordered within that time, it can take up to 180 days to arrive. That's quite a long period, 6 months to wait for the models, but if you can't get them on eBay or secondhand or anywhere else, then this is pretty much the only way you're going to be able to get them. But if you like them, then they're going to be available too, and usually they're priced pretty high, especially being resin models. I imagine that isn't going to be cheap, but we'll find out the prices for these next Saturday. But everything else we go through in the video, I'll be confirming the prices with you tomorrow in a separate video. I've got to say, this model is really cool. Have another look at this one. This is my favourite from all of those. This would be a really good model to add to some kind of other game, I think. But really cool. I don't know what it's called though. I'm looking through the list of the names, and I just can't match it up. Is it a Chimerae? I'm not sure. Let me know in the description below if you know the name of this one. It's a really cool character. I wouldn't mind adding this to the collection actually, but this would certainly be something I'd play in some different games. Maybe my own Weekend Warriors or in Necromunda. I think that would be pretty fun. And we're starting a campaign in my local club real soon. Yeah, I really like this model. If you can buy this on its own, I might be tempted. Next up, we've got some tanks for Warhammer Horus Heresy. First up is the Cerberus Heavy Tank Destroyer. What a beast. This looks pretty mental, and I think it's just fantastic. I really like all the tanks in Horus Heresy, although I haven't played it since I did the How to Play videos. That's pretty much as far as I got with the game, and I've been using the models in 40k since then. Second is the Sicarian Venator Tank Hunter, another cool looking one. I think I prefer the Cerberus Heavy Tank Destroyer though if I had to pick one. Let me know which one you like down below. Now we're on to Blood Bowl. Actually, I've just played a game of Blood Bowl. My snotlings played the Black Orcs and won. That was really cool. But anyway, here we've got Cindy Pie Whistle and Puggy Bacon Breath. What a name. Yeah, really interesting models. Although, I've got to say, I've played against these and seen them playing at the local club. A fun army when you're throwing and kicking them. But man, it's really hard to like score with them and win any games too. Poor old Steve who plays them hasn't had the best of time, I think, with them. But two really fun models. And a fun team, but they're not for me. And sorry, Steve, for calling you out there if you're watching the video, mate. But yeah, you might like to add these to your team. I should say that these are both resin models and available from Forge World. Right, now let's go over to the Black Library. And first up, we've got the Lion Son of the Forest. This is going to be available in 3 different ways. You can get it as hardback, ebook, or audiobook. There's also a limited edition version as well, and this is written by Mike Brooks. And if you go for the limited edition, then that's going to be signed as well. There's only 2,000 individually numbered copies, so if you want to get that, get in quick. Then Legends of the Dark Angels, available in paperback, written by Gav Thorpe and C.Z. Dunn, and this is an omnibus, which will feature 3 short stories by the authors. Then you've got Angels of Darkness by Gav Thorpe, available in the German edition for the first time. Not going to pronounce the German name. This is available as an audiobook or as a paperback. You've also got the War Boss by Mike Brooks, again in German, available as paperback or as an ebook. And that's all the books now in the Black Library. So let's have a look what White Dwarf issue 487 has in store for us. It looks like there's more board in action barrier tiles. We've had a ton of those lately. Might have to cut them all out and stick them down and make a board with them. There's so many, you could probably do that. That's been going on for quite a few episodes now, and I wonder if that's going to stop now in White Dwarf as we've seen the final book for the Arks of Omen. There's going to be some new rules in there as well for your board in actions. Expect a thorough painting guide for Angron. There's a stunning Orruk Warclans model gallery apparently, looking forward to seeing that, and the Great Stomp Age of Sigmar campaign and lore, and also a Tale of Four Warlords will continue with the challenge. Then if you're signed up to Warhammer Plus, on Wednesday you're going to get Black Talon Episode 1, bit of Lore Masters there, focusing on the Viacos dynasty, and a couple of editions of, or one edition of White Dwarf, issue 483, going into the vault with another book there as well. I hope you've got an awesome week ahead of you, and this week I'll be focusing on my Tabletop Skirmish Games Southwest Age of Sigmar tournament that will be going on the 2nd of July 2023 in Liskeard, Cornwall in the UK. I'll be bringing you more information about that this week. We've got some fantastic sponsors who are giving some brilliant prizes. We've sold a bunch of tickets already, and if you'd like to find out more, I'll put a link in the description down below. That's it for this week's pre-order preview. Some really nice models, some great characters, and brilliant to get Lionel Johnson available for the first time. Although a bit sneaky to pack all those other goodies in there to make you buy what could be quite expensive, but we'll have to wait and see. So tune in tomorrow where I'll be doing the up-to-date prices as they're confirmed for the UK and the EU. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you found it helpful, and now you know what to expect when it comes around to pre-order day next Saturday. If you did like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification bell too to join me here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters for helping me keep going with these daily videos. Thanks so much for your support. It's really awesome. I couldn't do this without you. And if you'd like to join the Patreon or find out more about the perks available there, please check out the link in the description down below. It'd be great to see you there.